Cyril, welcome to Passionpreneur Success Stories. It's good to see you here and have you to talk about your journey and to inspire a lot of people out there.
Thank you so much for actually giving me this opportunity. It means a lot to me.
Welcome, Cyril. And of course, you have been inspirational to many during this particular journey that you have taken, and you are helping a lot of people. But let's talk about your journey before joining Passionpreneurs, right? How was it? Like any challenges, roadblocks that you had in your life? How was your life before Passionpreneurs?
I think, before Passionpreneur, I was broke, right? Physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, right? Because the sort of loan that I had, home loan, personal loan, and then, because of the COVID that hit my family, right? And I lost my father at that point of time. And then it was my responsibility, right, to take care of my family. So I had a big responsibility on my head. But at that point of time, I was thinking, like, is there any way that I can actually sort of, build myself? Because I was very aspirational, and wanted to do something in my life. But, these are the things that, I really had a lot of challenges, and I was very down, very down. And I want to tell you one thing. The time when I enrolled for Passionpreneur also, right, is the time when my wife was in hospital, right? Because I was actually seeking out for something where I can do something, and where I can sort of, create an impact for myself.
Right. And you were going through the challenges and you mentioned about it. And what inspired you to actually join Passionpreneurs?
It's a beautiful question, Fatah. The journey of Gadhvi, right, has actually caught my attention, right? A guy from a village, and today's date, he's in Dubai and he's actually impacting so many lives, right? That made me realize that if an ordinary guy can make his life extraordinary, then what am I doing? Right? That actually really created an impact. And I really felt like, man, if he can do, I think even I can do.
Good. So inspiration coming from Gurudev himself,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Definitely becoming the inspiration from you. So you joined Passionpreneurs, and in this journey, how has this journey benefited you in terms of your personal life, if it has, and professional life, what it has done for you?
See, for me, as I said, right, as I've shared my challenges, right, there are three things, right? One is I had a very low self-image, low self-esteem, and low self-confidence. These three things actually hit me very badly. But after joining Passionpreneur, right, and it is so beautiful. The membership. I think the people over here also were so beautiful. And the mentorship program that actually enrolled for has actually helped me in working on for three things. That is improving my self-image, improving my self-esteem, and my self-confidence. So today's date, if you just look back, Fatah, the very first video, if you can just look back, how I was and what was the tone that I actually spoke with. And today, if you get to see, you'll get to see an immense transformation, right? And that's a benefit. And that you can see that excitement in me, right? That's a benefit you get when you join the Passionpreneur mentorship program, because it transforms you, right? It Earlier you might have thought like a failure, but even from that failure, it brings you out and says like, man, you are the best. So what are you thinking about yourself? Why are you stopping yourself? Right? These were the things that really hit me. And it is actually making me, because I believe that every person has the potential to be, to do, and to have, right? And this journey has actually helped me.
Lovely. I like your confidence and the way you are like talking, because I still remember the first time when we met and the self-doubt and other things. From there, today you are not only confident but helping others out there as well, right? And professionally, how did this help you, Cyril?
See, professionally, basically, I thought like, yearly hike is going to be one of the things that is I'm going to, sort of grow that way. But somewhere I felt I'm just working, but I'm not adding value, right? Can I do something where, I create an impact? And when I started working with certain initiatives, I started taking certain initiatives in the office, like, hey, why can't we have a thank you, a gratitude session? Why is it that we are having only on, Thanksgiving Day? Gratitude should be your lifestyle. It should be an everyday attitude. Why is it that you're doing it on only one day? And then I came up with certain initiatives. I started questioning the leadership. And believe it or not, Fatah, they started looking at me and they saying, like, is Cyril there? If he's there, he's definitely going to ask us these questions. And true enough, when I actually initiated or asked those questions, the HR head comes to me and say, like, Cyril, as you said, yeah, there is a thank you card. No, let's take the initiative. And my boss comes to me and say, like, you take this initiative, you start driving it. So be it cultural activities, be it gratitude session, or be it even, I started even working on promoting good health, right? Because I see most of us are like, putting on weight as how I was, right? Earlier, if you see me, I was quite heavy, right? And I felt like, my duty is not just to do work, it is to add value, right? How can I do? First, I got to be the change. And then when people look at me, they'll say like, hey, I just want to be like this. So professionally also, it has actually helped me, and it has actually shaped me to become a better human being, a better professional.
Good, nice to know how you are impacting others' life in your profession as well. And what about monetization? Like, you want to talk about that? How were you able to monetize from this particular journey?
Absolutely. This is mind-blowing thing, right? So when I was actually thinking, my wife was in hospital, but something was hitting me like, yeah, yearly once, we got to go for, medical checkup, all those things. And we have only one, the only income that we have is fixed. Now, is there any other source of income, right? And then I always had a fear within myself, Fatah. I know that I'm good, but something actually used to suppress me. No, I don't think I'll be able to do it. I know that I sing well. I know that I speak well. I know that, there is something good in me. People recognize and say like, hey, why can't you do this? I say like, no, that may not be my cup of tea, because I was always thinking about, I'm short, right? I'm not that, who will look at me? People normally look at a very tall guy and, handsome, fair, and all this stuff. And I always had that low self-image, right? I carried with that mentality. But over here, this very thought actually hit me, right? And then I started to work on myself, and gradually, when I started connecting with you, when we connected, in the mentorship program, you bombarded me, right? With your questions, you literally bombarded me. And I can say one thing, I just want to be very open. Brainwashing is done by everyone. Every person is brainwashed, right? But the only thing that really matters is brainwash is done in two ways, like either positive or negative.
Right.
But when I joined, Passionpreneur, the brainwashing was done in a very positive way. It was like, who are you? What are you capable of? What are you doing? Why are you wasting your time? Do you know who you are? You are like a tree, man. You can be fruitful, but unfortunately, you are trying to become like a tree which bears no fruit. Then what is your life for? Right? And your session with due session was like, a slap on my face. Right. I told you several times, those things have actually, made me come out of it. And I started thinking like, what am I good at? After shortlisting, right? You started to ask me questions, and you did ask me like, hey, what are you good at? Then I started, I started to shortlist them. And then I came up with, income tax. Okay, I'm good in income tax filing. And there I started feeling like, I'm only filing. Can I do something more? Right? Can I help them in saving their tax? I'm filing, right? I'm getting a money. But what if I actually add value and say, like, hey, you've been paying more tax. Why can't you save? Why can't you do this thing? That sort of created an impact, and people started calling from different companies. Hey, connect with Cyril, man. He's actually also giving you advice as to how to save. That really helped me. And that there, I think I've actually started monetizing through income tax filing. Right. The second thing I would like to talk about is motivational speaking. Right. I started, and I got my POC, right, and people started recognizing, and I started to visit colleges, schools, and started to give different concepts, and it really gives me a good feeling. I started monetizing even through motivational speaking. and also through business consulting. Now, the other thing I'm really thinking of, Fatah, is, I have that, career kickstart coach. I have that. And recently, one of the guys just called me from Kerala and said, like, hey, why can't we collaborate and do it? Right.
Wow.
And the guy calls me and says, like, can you sell my product, which is related to education? So, which means things are really working out. And I see it as a great opportunity, because I had only one income, but now I can think of multiple incomes, which is actually creating a very positive impact.
Amazing, amazing. From one income going to multiple incomes. And do you want to also share about how much have you been able to monetize till now?
I monetized 7 lakhs plus, uh,
Wow.
right? Where I thought like maybe I'll not even be able to do 1,000. So I just touched 7 lakhs, and now I'm targeting. Now my target is to at least get at least 3 lakhs per month, right? Through my passion. And I'm looking forward. And definitely we'll connect again.
Great. Definitely, we will connect again. We will talk about it. And what is your big goal if you have to look at for the next 1 year? What is your big goal in terms of like monetization, in terms of where you are heading?
Good question, Fatah. So, see, first thing is I really want to write a book, because I've been writing on my notebook. I
Hmm.
still didn't, materialize it in the form of a book. I just want to do that, and it's on the way, and I'm surely going to do that. The second thing I'm going to start is a career kickstart coach, right? For sure. I think most probably next month I'm going to start it, right? With my collaboration with different people from different states, right? That's going to work out. And the other thing is I'm going to continue my motivational talk, because I just want to bring out the best in students, because I believe that, their one education doesn't actually bring out the best, right? It is meant for them to study, read, write, that's it. But analyzing part, thinking beyond is all done, apart from education, right? Apart from the institutions, they don't cover that. So I'm going to cover those gaps, right? And I'm going to continue with my income tax related, as a business consultant. I'm going to go to the next level, because all these days I was doing filing, but now I want to move on to the next level in enabling the business as to how they become a, they increase their revenue, how do they save tax, and what are the various ways that they can actually improvise, right? So I'm going to work out on those things. So a lot of things, but I know I can do it.
Beautiful. I think good. You have a lot of things on plate. And you said like 3 lakhs per month is what you're targeting. So if we have to look at 36 lakhs is what you're targeting from your other sources of income.
Yes,
Good,
definitely.
good. That's really nice. And all the best for that. And from Passionpreneur, coming back to again Passionpreneur mentorship, which parts of this particular program helped you the most? Any modules, any parts you can think of which like really helped you in terms of taking it to the next level?
Oh, there are so many, Father, but I will just highlight few things, right? One thing, what fascinates you is what magnetizes in your life, right? So over here, what when they was actually showing me how do I look in Facebook,
Hmm.
right? I thought I look like a hero, right? I look really good, but he said it's you look like a failure. Look at how you present yourself to the society. Do you think that they will come to you? The
Hmm.
second slap was when he showed the YouTube. He said, go to the homepage and see what do you see there? Entertainment. So what fascinates you magnetizes, man. So if you're fascinated by entertainment, what will you magnetize? Nothing,
Right.
right? So what you really got to think is about a good health, happiness, love, joy, success, and prosperity. Does any of these things resemble? Nothing, right? That session was like a slap, and I really felt like, man, I think I really got to wake up. Right. And the other thing is meditation, right? I think it was amazing. And it really made me feel that I got to work out on my health, and that was really beautiful. And above all, I would say is the mentorship,
Hmm.
right? If people have not nominated, I think they making a biggest mistake. They have to nominate and enroll for a membership program, because a mentor like you, Fatah, is amazing. You bring out the best, right? Even if a person is weak, even if a person is lost, so you play a role of a shepherd. The role of a shepherd is to identify or bring the lost sheep, and bring it back to the flock, right? That is the thing that you have done. You brought me from a failure thinking to a successful thinking, so I'm so thankful for you. for actually
Thank
doing.
you. Thank you so much for your kind words, but I think you are being humble here. Right? A lot of efforts have come from your side as well. Definitely the commitment and the dedication coming from your side has helped you to reach here. Right. So we spoke about your personal transformation, professional transformation, and also how you have been able to monetize. Right. Did you face any challenges when you started your passion? And if yes, how did Passionpreneur mentorship again help you in terms of overcoming those challenges?
A good question, Fatah. So, yes, indeed. Initially, I was facing some challenges because, so let's start with physical, right? I was quite heavy. And when I started to go gym, I was like, oh my God, literally sweating and all those stuff happening. But I had only one thing in my mind. If a person like Dave can do, even Cyril can do.
Wow.
A person like Fatah can do, even Cyril can do. If so many people have created an impact for themselves, why can't I? Right? So physically, I started to work on myself. I took it as a challenge. And, today you're able to see, right? I've literally lost like almost 15 kgs, right?
I can
And
see
now
that.
I
Yeah.
started gymming also, a little bit muscle, I'm working, right? You can find me very soon with maybe like few packs, not six pack though, but few packs. The intention is to keep myself healthy because people, when they look at you, when they listen to you talking, they first idolize you. They see like, can he be as a role model? What is he talking about? Right.
Mm,
So I got to work out on myself. So physically, I started working on myself. Mentally, this is the most important thing, right? Mindset. I
mm,
never had a proper mindset. I had a very confused mindset. I had a very fixed mindset. It will not happen.
mm.
After joining, Passionpreneur, I got to understand you got to be flexible. You got to have a flexible mindset, right? And then over here, I really want to highlight this, right? It is, I got to know that it is not just improving yourself, on a monetary basis. You have to become spiritually strong, right? Then this particular program has actually helped me to make myself strong physically, mentally, spiritually, right? And I was able to make myself, and today's date, even if anything happens, I can just go and say, relax,
Wow.
right? Don't worry, right? Things will happen. So that way, I think, positive way of looking at things, positive way. And I want to highlight this also, Fatah. There was a big issue that happened in my family, right? I could have just separated, but I didn't. Because for me, if I'm spiritually strong, I got to really make myself and take a strong decision. So today's state, people look and say, like, this guy is very strong.
Lovely.
He's
Mm.
short. But I said it is not about height. It is about the way you look at yourself and treat yourself.
Lovely, lovely. I'm loving it, right? The way you have transformed yourself and the way you are talking right now, very powerful, right? I think I'm sure like people who are listening can understand how when they work on themselves, the entire 360-degree shift happens for them, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Great. And you have been into corporate, you have like done multiple things in the past as well. How do you see passion for the mentorship different than any other things outside available there?
In one word, shall I say? Awesome,
Okay.
mind blowing, and fantabulous. Right? If I just want to say this, okay? If I wouldn't have enrolled for it, I would have been the same guy with a low self image, low self esteem, low self confidence. So there's a shift that happened, right? From the worst to better. I'm becoming better and better and better and better every day, right?
Mm.
There is a kick, right? That I got to do something. There is something that I got to do. Now, initially, I just want to say that people used to hate me. What are you doing, man? You're wasting our time. What is this recording video?
I
Why,
still recall that you used to tell me this.
right?
Yeah.
And my wife was like, "Hey, you're making. What are you doing here? You're making. You're joker. Are you a joker or what?" Yeah, right. So she was saying all those things. At today's date, I just want to say, right, the people who hated me and made fun of me are becoming my fans.
Super.
Right. So that's a beauty. That's a beauty of this very journey, right? A lot of things have changed, Fatah. Right? It's personally or professionally or spiritually, everything has changed. Everything has changed. Now the way I look at things has changed. right? And I'm not looking at myself now. The shift that happened over here is I started thinking, hey, what are you good at, man? Why are you wasting your time? Come on, let's do it. Right? I
Wonderful.
started thinking on those grounds. So one of the example I want to give is I have my cousin who's a good teacher, right? Has very good skill. And during the summer holidays, sort of, they just while away the time. I said, why do you want to while away your time? Do you want to monetize?
Hmm.
Let's start a summer camp, right? I initiated that and she monetized, I monetized. We
Wow.
both partnership and we monetize. So which means when you add value, you get that value, right? So that's the beauty of this very journey. And I just want to say, whoever's listening to it, right? Please enroll yourself for this. Because if you're not enrolling and if you go by there are different videos, right, that talk about that he's a scam, he's just trying to take away money. I would say it is all, a fake thing, right? Don't even think about, don't even give your mind to those things because they talks about selling results. It doesn't talk about selling products, right? And today I'm standing here, sitting over here, and with that bold confidence, I can say that if I am able to sell results in a smaller way and create a very good impact, I think many people like me can do that.
Of course. Yes. Thank you for sharing that. And again, like sharing about how you have been here and seen the things, right? Because only when people are here, they can witness it.
Yes.
And in Passionpreneurs, we also talk about like adding more value, giving more. So in terms of surprises that were given and all, what is the biggest surprise that you got once you joined the journey and you saw, oh my God, this is also available. This is also something that I can learn or do. Anything like that you can remember from the journey?
See, for me, when I actually joined Fatah, when I joined, I thought they will just talk about shortcut ways. Okay, this is how you earn money.
Hmm.
But when he started opening up, when he started talking, his story was resonating with my life, right? That was a shocking thing and surprising element, right? And the surprising thing is what I was, how I am today, itself speaks volume, right? I discovered myself, I discovered my passion, I discovered my strength, I discovered my potential. I got to understand that I have the potential to be, to do, and to have. I have it. That was a very new thing and the surprising thing that happened in me, right? When he was actually talking about all those things, I was just trying to put myself into that, right,
Hmm.
into that picture and say like, hey, he's doing this, he's doing that. Can I? And when I'm able to see those things happening, it surprises me. Yeah, I think that is what he was talking about. Serve and then you get it back. Okay. But the first thing that we really got to understand is you got to serve yourself first. You
Right.
got to change yourself first. You got to discover yourself first, right? You got to understand your potential first. You got to understand your strength. Then only you can come out, right? This was a mind blowing thing that really happened for me.
Great and lovely. You shared about how you discover yourself first, and how much do you think it's worth to discover yourself first, find your purpose in life, and to be, to have, and to do.
It's countless, I can say, Fatah. With the kind of, yeah, I think, initially I felt like, Arey, both, I think the amount is quite huge, right? But with the way I transformed myself, now I can think like, sky is the limit, right?
Hmm.
I can just say life is precious, right? Why do we waste our time? Right? We are killing our time. Actually, we are killing our time. God has given talent, skill to each and every person. Unfortunately, we are not utilizing it. But journey with Passionpreneur will let you know what you are worth of.
Absolutely. And when we talk about journey with passionless, you spoke about the mentors, how things have worked and all. What about the community, the passionpreneur community? Do you have to say anything about the community that we have built here?
Community is awesome, amazing, right? Because they all stand for you. They talk for you. They are for you. And when you are down, I get connected with few people, right? Within the community. Hey, what are you doing? You become silent. What happened? Right? There are people who get in touch with you. They ask you certain things, and they ensure that you are brought back. Right? Now they started playing a role of a shepherd. Initially, you guys played. Now the same energy is passed on to them. Now that's all about the energy that they was talking about, right? He spreads that positive energy, and that positive energy remains with the community, and the community spreads only the positive energy. And it is so beautiful to be with the community. And I feel like, even if I don't have anyone, the community is with me. That's the
Amazing.
beauty.
Amazing. I think a lovely community, and definitely for me also, it's been one of the biggest factor here, right? And now there are people who have become a part of Passionpreneurs community and all, but there are people outside. So would you
Yes.
recommend Passionpreneur mentorship program for people who are not yet here? And if yes, what is the message that you want to give to these people?
See, what I really want to tell is mentorship is required at every stage of your life, right? Now, when you fall sick, you need a doctor, right? If you need any guidance in related to your career, you talk to your boss, right? Or you talk to the HR, or you need some mentor. At any given point of your time, you need a mentor. Virat Kohli also needs a mentor. He needs a coach. Then
Right.
who are we? We are small people, right? If we really want to create an impact, we also need guidance. And it is very important that we be part of the community because of the mentorship that you guys really give us, right? It is worth millions. It is worth millions because sometimes we think like, hey, I can do it. But maybe what I'm thinking is right, may not be right. But with the kind of experience you guys carry, y'all understand much better what is good for us. Right? Today's date, if I am like this, Fatah, it's only because of the questions that you've been asking me, right? The questions that you've asked me. You bombarded me with those questions and you brought out the best, right? And that is what I would really recommend each and every member to not think about the cost, rather invest. Because what you're investing is not for others, you're investing on yourself, you're investing for your better life. So please go ahead and do that.
Thank you so much for sharing your journey, and definitely can see the way you have transformed yourself. So congratulations on your transformation as well, right?
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much, Fatah.
wishing you all the best for your future goals. Right? And thank
Thank
you
you
once
so
again for
much.
being here.
Thank you so much, Fatah. Keep smiling and let us spread the smile to across
Definitely.
the entire universe. I think this is a beautiful, the journey has been very beautiful, right? Journey has been very beautiful, and I have a very positive hopes that I can do much more than what I'm doing now, right? And I really want to take this opportunity to thank Dave Gadhvi, right? So I really love you. You are amazing. Thank you so much. Initially, I had a question, but I got an answer. So thank you so much, and God bless you all. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.
Yeah, you too. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.